Right now, a Jacksonville sheriff's officer is recovering from injuries he got in this crash. He was on his way to help someone in another crash when he was hit from behind. Good afternoon. JSO is still putting the pieces together, but witnesses tell us that motorcycle officer was clipped by a tree trimming truck while his lights and sirens were on. Happened about 8:15 this morning at the intersection of Atlantic and University Boulevards just south of Arlington. Channel 4's Ashley Harding was at the scene minutes after the crash.
The good news to report here is that officer is expected to be okay. He is currently at UF Health being evaluated. His injuries are said to be non-life-threatening. But taking a look at the scene right here, that is his motorcycle, as told to us by the lieutenant with the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office. You know, he was telling us that this officer was driving northbound on University. That's when the officer approached the intersections at Atlantic Boulevard. That was when a tree trimming truck, it's the one you see right there, that blue tree trimming truck, was heading westbound, struck him in the backside of his motorcycle. That officer was then thrown from his motorcycle and onto the ground. And during that crash, the cyclist officer actually tapped another vehicle. That person stayed on scene as well, and everyone is cooperating. That person is okay as well, but that officer is now at the hospital. Now, JSO says at this point, it's hard to say if anyone will be cited at this point, but that's something they are looking into. The lieutenant also briefly talked to us about who this officer is and tells us that they are notifying his family about what happened. Here's what he told us.
I know he is more than a 10-year veteran of the agency. He was he has been with the traffic unit for several years in the downtown area. He just came under my chain of command in the Arlington area as a motor unit. Has been on the motors for just several months now.
And traffic was briefly shut down in this area. It did at one point cause a traffic backup, but people on the scene were doing what the officers were saying, and several of the officers were here on scene directing traffic, but things are definitely looking to be in the right direction. I'm Ashley Harding, Channel 4, the local station.